Once there was a young man who was utterly directionless and purposeless in his life, such that each day drifted by very aimlessly for him. He had a weak source of motivation, but he was aware of the fact that something critical was lacking in his life. One day, he met a wise old sage who guided him in many ways as to how someone can find meaning in their lives. The sage stated how most individuals wander off the track because they get too engrossed in the monotony of life. They overdo their work, get too absorbed in their duties and many other things, but forget to take care of their own wants and needs. The sage said that having a goal or a target of some kind is critical, and striving to reach it even more so. This very doing, the sage remarked, gives them a meaning in life, a reason to be active, self-respect and confidence, which are all requisites for a happy and successful living. The young man was not able to fully understand the wisdom that the sage imparted. He saw everything as an opportunity for himself and fun, disregarding the advice and keeping to his path. As the days passed, however, he began to understand something. Important life would offer him regardless of how fun turned out to be. He wasn't genuinely delighted. According to him, he had an inner world that was shallow and unfulfilled. It became clear to him that he made a good decision while he had to watch the people around him achieve great things. He did not have to pay heed to the advice of the sage, which was quite a blunder, and he awoke to the necessity of improving himself if he were ever to lead a purposeful and prosperous existence. So after some time, this young man knew what to do. He gave up allowing pointless things to take away his time and effort and started creating real objectives. This made a dramatic change in the way I led my daily living as I noticeably worked out on these purposes. His memory and respect for himself increased, and at last he got the absolute control and peace of mind that he had been looking for. Unfortunately, the situation of the young man could hardly be considered exceptional. In the fast-moving life of the present days, there is a lot of people feeling adrift in life. They tend to lose meaning and, instead of direction, focus on work and responsibilities, which totally engulf them. This detaches them from their real selves and puts off their fighting spirit. Common habits that lead to a wasted life. Many habits spread the plague of this problem. For example, procrastination is a great hindrance for numerous people. When work is teetering on the Tower of Hiraga and the deadline is around the corner, it is only natural to say, "I'll put in tomorrow." But sadly, this attitude does not take them anywhere other than stress and anxiety, and prevents any actual work from being put in. Fear of failure is also an issue. A lot of people do not take chances or try new things because they do not want to fail. It is this fear which really holds one back from going after their passion and utilizing their abilities to the fullest. In addition to that, instead looking inwards for motivation and inspiration, social media has been rather a curse and is rather a large portion of people's time today. People end up wasting a lot of their time in searching for Facebook and Instagram posts and photos rather than working towards their goals and aspirations. This causes feelings of inadequacy and weakness to set in. Steps to achieving an indestructible and confident life. Seeing the challenges faced by the individual, there are some specific tasks that must be undertaken in order to boost the individual's confidence. You are motivated and driven because you understand that what you are doing is of great importance. It is a goal that is tangible. In addition, your goal-oriented moves helps you keep track of how far you have come. Living in the present and being aware of yourself is more therapeutic for the mind than you realize. It automatically manages stress and ensures that you set your intentions and goals straight. But there are certain things that you have to refrain from doing. Making fun of people only serves to lower their esteem, thereby damaging the relationship, making it toxic. You cannot achieve this as a goal, however. Instead, endorse and uplift them to rise. Avoiding blame is akin to stagnation. Accept accountability. You will make mistakes, but ensure that you are close to correcting them. Failure is something that is omnipresent. Approach it remembering that it is a cycle, and in order to make it to success, you ought to fail first. Not questioning rules can be detrimental as they can constrict you. You should be able to exercise reason and analytical skills and have a sense of fairness. Gestures are a form of communication, but poor gestures can also signify the presence of insecurities. As such, good back straightened up and eyes forward positiveness is the best form of combat for confidence. Avoid spending your youth on negativity and weaknesses. Instead of waiting around, use this time to work towards the dream that you have. It is laziness that holds you back from reaching your goals. The result and the reward are worth the hard work and effort, which is why it is important to keep putting in the effort. The reward for change. Avoiding negative habits but embracing positive ones is the best way to achieve personal growth and have stronger faith in oneself. Always remember, growth is a process that people go through their entire life, and with motivation, people can prove to be the best versions of themselves. Aim for being great and don't settle for being average. Most importantly, it is about building resilience. There will be problems and there will be defeats, but the quick learners who get up and improve are the ones who win. This is one of the most vital aspects of growing into a competent person. It does not happen overnight, but is developed over time. In conclusion, setting realistic goals to accomplish them is the only way to reach one's full potential. It is absolutely clear that once the goals are achieved and success is found, happiness follows. Fortitude can earn one devotion and success, but it is also a difficult road to walk. Indeed, nothing is easy. Thank you for watching. If you own a personal business, follow my tips for success and progress. So what habits are you going to change first? Write some arguments in the comments below.